in Colorado's practice yesterday, one of their running backs took up the middle, scored a touchdown, and I think was slung down by a defensive player, and a scuffle started at practice. We see this all the time in fall camp, but there was a couple players on Colorado's team that walked off the field and didn't get involved in the fight, and Deion Sanders called everyone together and said that he was displeased with that. Like, hey, if one of us fights, we all have to fight. You can't be walking off the field when your teammates are in here in battle. And I wanted to see what you guys thought of that.
I love it. I love the message, right? I love the message. There's going to be fights that happen in fall camp. That's just part of it. If there is not a fight that happens in fall camp, I don't trust you. Either that or you better have all seniors playing everywhere that understand that they just don't want to get tired, right? But even in that point, you still want a couple fights. I would much rather, and I've said this about Deion Sanders, there's some stuff that Prime does that I'm not the biggest fan of, but at the end of the day, I get the message that he's saying. Now, I don't want us to always fight against each other, but if somebody is attacking somebody that's in your room or on your side of the ball, and we're all a team, it's a team effort, right? Then I'm not saying you go take a helmet and bash somebody in the head, but you should be in there either trying to separate them or taking up for your boy. Mm-hmm. Now, you have to be able to balance that with saying, guys, listen, during the game, though, you leave the sidelines to go on the field and fight somebody. They throw you out of the game. It's like in basketball. So there's a fine line there. I don't want you fighting during the game anyway. But I get the message. I don't mind the message at all.
He said, I saw two of y'all walking off over there and you got a teammate fighting. Where do they do that? If one fights, we all fight. You understand? I don't want to see y'all walking off when somebody's fighting ever again.
I mean, y'all really want me to answer this question?
Yeah.
Get your ass in there, dude. What are you doing? All right? Like, if your boy walks off a cliff, are you going to do it? Hell yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, my ass is walking. It's that level of loyalty. You're only as good as your loyalty on a football team. You're only as good as your chem. It's crucial.
It's crucial.
Especially if it's your best players. I'm not talking about you got to get in there and, groin kick somebody. But go in there and throw a Ricky, maybe a Louie.
You need to change your It's Made segment to It's crucial.
It's crucial, yeah. Someone said that in the chat the other day.
That's right.
I mean, I'm down. Has Tizzy, I'm down. Do you even burn? Let's be honest.
What, does Wade?
Yeah, I mean, but I get it. Like, but the thing about it is, like, the real ones, you don't have to talk about this when it comes to, like, football teams in practice. Like, it's such a high level of physicality. There's so much physical demand that fighting just happens. All right? It just happens. And if your best guys, like your top guys, you look up are just walking off the field, as a coach, that hurts.
Yeah.
Because you want your best players to what? Care the most.
Yeah.
All right. If one of them you in it, then you're all in it.
You want to know what's horrifying? Watching some of these fights that happen in these NFL joint practices. Like, I saw one in one-on-ones with the Cowboys. I was trying to remember who they're going up against. It was one-on-ones, O-line, D-line, like pass rush.
Like, look, I get it if you're a cornerback and you find yourself in the situation in a fight going up against a tackle. It's a business decision.
Yeah.
All right?
You're not allowed to have weapons.
I get that. I get that. But, like, if it happens on the practice field, man, dog, get in there. Yeah. Like, I'm not asking you to go in there and commit a felony, but, go in there.
Don't punch anybody in the helmet. Don't take your helmet off. Oh, the baseball fight.
Push him back up.
Push him.
Push him back up.
Everybody's talking, Wilder Balderrama situation.
What do you think, Dave?
Look, I like telling guys to not be walking off the field when stuff is happening, but I think you had the best approach for it. Say, hey, there's a difference between fall camp. This stuff, you want guys to be competitive in fall camp. You're trying to build a football team, but also understand in the heat of the moment in a game, this is what's going to happen. You could cost us in a crucial situation,
for sure.
Right? The first instinct shouldn't be to go fight. The first instinct should be to support your teammates. And in this particular scenario in fall camp, that's the way you can do it, is to go in there and get physical or pull someone back.
I want that 15-yard penalty on them during the game.
Sure, exactly.
Oh, yeah, become a soccer player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, YouTube, what's up? We're almost to 100K, so make sure you subscribe. And if you want to be part of the Daily Wire Fantasy Football League, that's right. You can be in the same fantasy football league as Ben Shapiro, and we're only giving away one spot. And you'll be here live for the draft. Or be live at the draft. You have to be subscribed, so do it now.